sports. It's in the game.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Looking to pass, first play is Prescott.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Dorrance Armstrong in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
Big strides, look at him go. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards. Prescott on play action.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
DK Metcalf,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Oh, nice move. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Tua.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Tua's throw taken in by Palmer.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Looking to pass. Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Williams. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2 and now, third and goal. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Play here. Take it to him.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On play action, Prescott. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they... First and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A give to Williams, running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a
touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
PAT up and good by Rosas, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw is Prescott. It's caught. Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Tua to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Tua going to throw. And that's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Rosa's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on a field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field
despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they...
Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Saints 17.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Tua's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Certainly appears that Cam Jordan is still going strong as he puts the quarterback on the deck. 8.5 sacks last year, nearly top 20 all-time in the NFL, and you certainly marvel at his durability. The one game he missed last season is the only one of his 12-year career missed due to injury.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And he's got it. Touchdown. Saints. Cortland Sutton from 19 yards away.
And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Prescott off play action. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And he is caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's complete to Robinson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Ready to stay here.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Touchdown, Saints. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Rosas good with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And Prescott, his third interception. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Sutton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. On 1st and 10, Prescott looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jonnu Smith, 42 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Tua. That's caught by Palmer. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua.
Man open is Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Throwing Tua. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
What a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
And he's got his favorite target yet. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie